Yeah, check 1, 2, 3, 4, everybody. We are in Goodyear, Arizona. I'm going to text Dan the man and make sure that we're okay here with this broadcast before we truly get going.
Bobby! Hey, way to be on your toes!
All right, so one down, or I don't even know what inning we're in.
Top of 3.
Top of 3, thank you so much. Score?
0-0.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. 0 all, and after the third out, we'll do a reset on some things here, but just to give you an idea, top of the third, it is the 2A Central versus the 2A South. It is the Phoenix Christian Cougars taking on, I'm sorry, Santa Cruz, thank you. Helps if you have the right things here, but everything gets shuffled around. So it looks like that's one base runner on. Top of the third, 1 out, 1 on. For the Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils, finished their season 19-5 in the 2A Valley, taking on our Benson Bobcats from the 2A South. Where'd the umbrella go? Oh, it's down here. The umbrella already fell. I think you'll need to lock it in place somehow. I mean, there's no other way. Yeah, there's a lot of discombobulation here. We apologize for that, but glad you're tuning in. If you're watching from the Benson area, thank you so much for tuning in. There is 1 down, 1 on here in the top of the third. 0-0 game.
Go, Matty.
And I'm not able to see anything from this vantage point, so I'm going to have to find a new spot. Now I got a better view over here. I can actually see what's going on. Don't know what's going on. But I saw that was a fastball low and in. The pitcher, Raleigh Evans for Benson in the 0-0 game, runner on first. A called strike, high and in. There is a scoreboard here at this field. Unfortunately, it is not operational, so not able to get any information obtained from the scoreboard, but we're right next to the third base dugout, which is the Benson Bobcats dugout. And that is line drive into right field. They will hold the runner at second. So 2 on. Hey, easy way. So two aboard for the 2A Valley, Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils. Finished their year 19-5, 6-4 in conference, which was good enough for 4th place. Thank you to Dan back in the studio, keeping the graphics up while I'm still adjusting notes and trying to get situated over here in a place that I probably am not allowed to be. Before I even got here, had a beautiful view from what I understand, and then had to end up coming over to this neck of the woods. And that will be a pop out and end the inning. Santa Cruz will leave 2 on, get none across. It's still 0-0. We head to the bottom of the 3rd, and we'll do a reset. It is the bottom of the 3rd inning in a 0-0 game. The Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils in the field, the Benson Bobcats at
I'm just gonna say start going while
I'm waiting for Dan to tell.
I'm just gonna say start going while
I'm waiting for Dan to text just to make sure we're good. We are back. All right. It is the bottom of the 3rd inning in a 0-0 game. The Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils in the field, the Benson Bobcats at the bat. Specifically, number 13, Jason Santo, the junior. In a game powered by SSVEC, that is a grounder to 3rd, bobbled at 3rd, long throw over to 1st in time. 1 up, 1 down. Interestingly enough, only 3 umpires in this little area here in this multiplex. We are in Goodyear, Arizona, which is in the far West Valley. That slapper by Kian Montijo ends up being a ground out, so 2 up, 2 down. Looks like a real pitcher's battle going on here through 2 2/3 as we're here in the bottom of the 3rd. Colton Deskins, number 21, at the bat for the Bobcats. The Bobcats wearing their blue jerseys with the red numbers outlined in white. Santa Cruz Valley, on that strike called, wearing their red pinstripes. So it's the white jerseys with the red pinstripes. Gets a piece of it, grounds it right back to the pitcher, and the soft toss over to 1st. It is 3 up and 3 down. We head to the top of the 4th in a pitcher's duel here today in Goodyear for this first round of the AIA 2A playoffs live on Cool FM Live. Please do us a favor, start sharing this video around. Leave some comments, whether you're rooting for Santa Cruz Valley or you're rooting for the Benson Bobcats. Let them know this is the place to watch it, the absolute best view possible here inside the Goodyear Spring Training Complex of the Guardians and the Reds. And a game powered by SSVEC, brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group. Sierra Vista and Cochise County are backed by MORSE, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Vista Pros, Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Berean Academy, Stan Greer Millworks, the Doggo Lotto. Got some great news about one of the dogs featured on Doggo Lotto. We'll talk about that as the game moves along. Grasshopper Landscaping, Aloe Fiber, Sierra Toyota on Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista, Vinny's Pizza on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista, Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista, Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, and La Sierra Grill. Took a while to get here. A lot of traffic, of course, on the way up through the Valley of the Valley of the Sun, as we made it up here, myself and Mark, getting here just before game time, and then having to make some adjustments because the AIA decided that we couldn't be where Todd thought we could, and unfortunately, that is what caused many of the broadcast interruptions here thus far. We apologize for that. Nathan Cruz at the plate. And he has been cruising this season. He leads the team in batting average, on base percentage, and slugging percentage. He's a junior third baseman and pitcher for Santa Cruz Valley. But thank you to Dan holding it down in the studio. There's a foul tip, so 0-2 count. Raleigh Evans on the mound for the Bobcats. In a game like this that has really been a pitcher's duel thus far, it shows that possibly just one run could be enough to head to round two. And that just misses, painting the outside corner. We do have some score updates on the other games that are going on right now. St. David is losing 3-0 in the second, and Bisbee is down 1-0 against Phoenix Country Day in the second. Bisbee's playing literally right across from us. This is a 4-field complex. And that is a high fly ball into center field. Center fielder moves over to right, shadows over to right, makes the catch. One up, one down. Two very strong teams facing each other here. And up to bat next is Zeke Lopez. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's Lane James. It's number 6, not number 8. That is number 6. He's a freshman, believe it or not. He looks like a corn-fed colossus there in the batter's box. And that goes high for ball one. That fastball has some heat on it, but not as hot as it feels out on this field. It is 102 degrees in Goodyear, Arizona today. And me taking laps between here and my vehicle 4 times to bring a ladder, to go put the ladder back, to go get the ladder, and then bring the ladder back. So I'm experiencing some high humidity across the forehead and under the armpits, but it is a dry heat out on this field today for each of these teams in 102-degree weather. Remember, this is game 1 of 3 different games that are going to be broadcast today on Cool FM Live. The Bisbee game is on the other channel of Cool FM Live, so you can check that out. And the Wilcox game will be at 6:30 p.m. first pitch start time. So just about 2 hours from right now, Wilcox will have their first pitch, and we will be ready to bring that to you at 6:30. A wind up in the pitch, and that goes straight up in the air, out into shallow center. The second baseman and center fielder not able to communicate to see who would make the catch. It drops in. So 1 aboard with 2 down. Adam Montijo, number 4, in the batter's box for Santa Cruz Valley. Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils are from the 2A Valley region. Finished 19-5, 6-4 on the season. I'm sorry, in conference, which is why they were the higher seed coming into this game, which is why Benson is the home team. Swing and a miss. Beautiful breaking pitch by Raleigh. Throw back over to first. He's there in time, is the freshman. Lane James on first. Montijo at the plate. And that is going to be low and away. Again, if you can hear the cheering in the background, there are a total of 4 fields in this complex. There's one center area where it's a common area where all the people are kind of situated along the different baselines. Imagine the Cartesian coordinate 0, 0, 0, 0, and in each fourth of that Cartesian coordinate, there is a baseball field that heads out from the center diagonally. That is kind of giving you a nerdy view of how these fields are situated here in Goodyear, Arizona, in the spring training home of the Cleveland Guardians and the Cincinnati Reds. Called strike 3. So now 2 down. Locked him up on the fastball. I can't see the number of the Santa Cruz Valley batter. He scoots out. And the sun is right on where the left-handed batter's number faces. Is facing back toward the catcher. 1 on, 2 down. Third base playing in for Benson. Pops it up, and that's going to go out of play. Oh, getting yelled at to get the helmet on because he doesn't have the helmet. So 1 strike count. Raleigh Evans ahead in the count on the mound for the Bobcats. And that is on the outside part of the plate. Boy, a delayed called strike. So a 2-strike count with 2 down and 1 on. And that goes out of play. He's hanging in there. So another score update. Bisbee is now down 3-0 against Phoenix Country Day in the third, and it's still 3-0. St. David losing right now in their game. Thank you for the update. Dan back in the studio, keeping an eye on all the games. Boy, good job. Number 22 is not on my Santa Cruz Max Preps chart here, so I apologize for that. He is hanging in there. He's fouling everything off, as they need to bring more baseballs in. So the issue that we see during the regular season, plaguing this game with all the foul balls going everywhere out of this stadium. From the stretch, the 2-strike pitch, high. It is the top of the 4th inning. 0-0 game. Swing and a miss. That is strike 3, powered by SSVEC. And Benson gets them out of the inning behind the arm of Raleigh Evans. Santa Cruz leaves 1 on, gets none across. It stays 0-0. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors who make this coverage possible. Like the MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, and all of Cochise County is backed by MORSE. American Southwest Credit Union with locations in Benson. If you're watching this from Benson, right there on the main drag on 4th Street, you will find American Southwest Credit Union. They're fired up to cheer on our hometown athletes. They believe youth sports builds character and the kind of community spirit that makes us all proud. At ASCU, your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. TWN Communications delivers high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone service with no data caps ever, keeping you connected with the freedom and performance you deserve. Thank you to Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, pioneering a visionary approach of customer-centric service. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Boy, we could use some Vista Pros heating and cooling. Emphasis on the cooling in 102-degree weather that it just seems to be getting warmer. But Vista Pros, proud sponsors of these athletes, no matter where we find them, all across the state of Arizona. Today, they are in Goodyear, and that is the Bisbee is playing on the other field. The Benson Bobcats are here on this field. Head coach Fred Trujillo, the third base coach.
Hey, here we go, Buzzball.
So Lane James, the freshman, is the pitcher for Cruz Valley. And coming up to the plate, Kellen Deskins, the senior. 0-0 game. Oh. Looks like Lane wants a different ball. Requests it, gets it. So, bottom of the fourth. Breaking pitch, breaks early. Kellen doesn't swing on it. Well, it's got to be warm for these umpires too. The field umpire, one of the field umpires, is wearing long sleeves. I think he did that just so he wouldn't get burned, sunburned. But it is warm for the umpires as well. The sun is at the back of the home plate umpire. You can see the way the shadows are cast across the field. That goes outside. The chatter coming from the Bobcats dugout. As we are right next to the Goodyear Airport, you'll see some small planes take off. It looks like all of these Spirit Airlines planes are parked over there. If you've been watching that in headlines recently, Spirit's not able to fly anymore due to bankruptcy issues. All their planes are right over here. So 4 pitches equals 1 walk for Kellen, which means Dawson Judd is at the plate. We have seen Dawson Judd do some serious damage to baseballs all season long. If he looks to go deep, it is 330 to right, 405 to dead center, and 330 to left. And I know he's got the power to be able to blast it that far. This game, 45 minutes old. We're in the bottom of the fourth with the leadoff runner on for the Bobcats. And time called by the catcher to have a chat with his pitcher to talk about either some of the looks that he's giving to make sure that he has the right calls that they're making together to stay on the same page. Two balls, no strikes to Dawson Judd. I had to walk around to grab my water because I am on the opposite side of where the camera is, or just to the left of the camera, trying to stay shaded as much as possible. There is very little shade out here, unless you are in the parent section looking through the fence. But here at Cool FM, you know we never try to let you look through a fence. We want to give you the best possible view at all times. Runner goes low, in by a mile. The go-ahead run here in the bottom of the fourth is in scoring position for the Bobcats. The umpires shift in the field. 3 balls, 1 strike. Hitter's pitch coming. Oh, Dawson watched that one, and that was a called strike. Boy, he was looking for a fastball. Got him with the breaking pitch. Runs the count full. It's going to be a ball 4, a base hit. That's a balk. The balk is called. Great call by the third base umpire. Now he goes in to explain why he called the balk. And now the first run of this game in the bottom of the 4th with no outs is 90 feet away from home plate in the form of Kellen Deskins. And that is popped up, and that is going to go out. Nobody's in that area, I believe. So it bounces off of the concrete walkway. So, full count. The windup. The pitch. Gets him swinging on the fastball, low and away. 1 down. Easton Adams, the junior, gets his at-bat here with 1 down in the bottom of the 4th. And that is a fastball right on the money. So after the wild nature that the pitcher for Santa Cruz has had early in this inning, he has calmed down. He's throwing strikes. So a 2-strike count to Easton Adams. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 1 strikeout. 2 down. As the pitcher Raleigh Evans will step up to the plate, looking to help his own cause. With a runner on third. That goes high for ball 1. And that goes low for strike 1. Two outs, runner on third. 0-0 game. And that ball's rifling right at us. Dawson Judd with those Judd-like reflexes, protecting his dugout. So 2-strike count to Raleigh Evans. Grounder chopped over to first base. It's a foot race to first, and the first baseman makes it there to save that run from scoring. We have finished 4. It is 0-0 here in Goodyear. Thank you to all of our sports sponsors who make this coverage possible, like Seniors Helping Seniors. We're the caregivers, our seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Find them at southernarizonaSHS.com or call the phone number in the post description. Thank you to Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships like this game, veteran support like we've seen before with so many of our former military heroes, and community fundraising events. Go to desertrvcenter.com for more information, or if you are in the market for an RV, fifth wheel, travel trailer, desertrvcenter.com. Thank you to Berean Academy. They had their science night just a couple nights. No, it was last night. Today's Friday. They had it last night, and I know it was a lot of fun for the community being there in Sierra Vista. Berean Academy, where skill, strategy, and determination all take center stage. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks, Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows with a distinguished history spanning 40 years with offices in Tucson and in Hereford. Discover more at stangreermillworks.com and pass on a legacy with Stan Greer Millworks. Today's game is also brought to you by the Doggo Lotto. If you are fans of the Doggo Lotto, every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time, right here on Cool FM Live, you have seen Charlie. Charlie has been part of Doggo Lotto for a year because that's how long he has been in the shelter. Doggo Lotto is a shelter dog game show And Charlie, the big news of the day, has been adopted. And we are so excited for Charlie and for the family that said yes to provide that forever home for our Charlie boy, the Doggo Lotto King. That's called strike. Evens account, 1 ball, 1 strike. To number 13, who is also not on my Santa Cruz Valley Max Preps roster. Looks like his last name is Salazar. Names are on the back of the jersey. That's a 2-strike count now. Raleigh Evans ahead in the count to the leadoff hitter here, number 13. Lucky number 13. We'll see if that's going to be lucky. Swing and a miss, and the ball gets past the catcher. So the ball got past the catcher on a strike 3. The base runner is aboard. The leadoff hitter aboard as Gabe Veda, the sophomore second baseman, will have his turn at the plate. Coach Trujillo comes out to just have a word and say, hey, are we sure? Are we sure that the ball really went by the catcher? Apparently it did. Always good to double check though, especially in a 0-0 game.
Come on, medic.
Third baseman Colton playing way in, knowing that the bunt was coming. They're going to have to try to for the force at second. They don't get it. Instead of going to first base for the sure out, they tried to get the lead runner. It did not work. Santa Cruz has 2 aboard with no outs here in the top of the 5th. Daniel Lopez, sophomore outfielder, comes into the batter's box for Santa Cruz Valley. The Dust Devils are swirling. And Raleigh Evans will definitely have to pitch himself out of a jam here. Looks like they were going to go for another bunt. Ooh, the third base coach, who's probably their head coach, very upset by him not making contact with that ball and putting it down because he had everybody out of position. The third baseman was way back, but instead is now way in, expecting a bunt. Even first base is way in. And they do come in, and the ball gets past the third baseman. The bases will be loaded with no outs. Santa Cruz Valley, with back-to-back bunts, gets them aboard with the bases juiced. And Richard Reyes, the junior, coming to the batter's box. So with no outs, the most base runners we've seen this entire game is here in the top of the 5th with no outs. Deep breath by Raleigh Evans, and the pitch. High and away, 1-0. Those bunts were picture perfect. You could not have drawn it up any better. And that goes high for 2-0. Fastball up and in, not finding its mark. Speaking of Mark, leave some love in the live chat for Mark Wills, doing the camera work for us today. The 2-0. High and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. 3 on, no outs. Will he have a green light to swing the bat on 3-0 with the bases loaded in a 0-0 game? That's a called strike. Beautiful placement up in the zone. No replays here. This is all the eyes of these umpires. No ABS system. Swing and a miss, runs the count full after starting 3-0. It is now 3-2. And Reyes, he looks ready. He jumps back into that batter's box like Charlie does into the Doggo Lotto turf box. And they're going to call that a ball. It walks in, a run. The first run in this game happens in the top of the 5th inning as number 13, Salazar, scores for the Dust Devils. No outs, bases still loaded. Number 8, Zeke Lopez in the batter's box for Santa Cruz Valley. Watches that pitch go high, 1-0. Boy, the longer they stay out in this heat, the sun is just baking the infielders. 102 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. He gets a piece of it, and it goes into right field. Another run scores, making it 2-0. They will hold the runner at third. It will stay there. Bases loaded, no outs. 2-0, Santa Cruz Valley on top. The Dust Devil fans have come alive on the other side of the field as Fred Trujillo comes out to have a word with Raleigh Evans. There is no one warming up in the bullpen that I can see. So now they have to talk this over. And while they're doing that, we'll say thanks to more of our sponsors. Like Grasshopper Landscaping, if you want your grass looking this good all year round, or maybe you need some artificial grass to help save you on your water bills this summer, or instead of dragging a hose all around your yard, you get the water system that goes in the ground and goes out to the plants. You need Grasshopper Landscaping. Give them a call. Thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team internet TV phone provider. Visit allofiber.com to learn more about the Allo Fiber difference today. Thank you to Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. Locally owned, community driven. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. No vehicle will be turned away at Sierra Toyota. Nathan Ruiz at the plate with no outs, bases loaded. He watches that one go inside, 1-0. Raleigh Evans has been starting with that 1-0 count for the last 3 batters. And that is popped, heading foul on the right field side, out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Mark, you doing okay up there? And fouls it away, so a 2-strike count. As Benson will send a chaser after the ball.
Let it go, Gabe.
And now they're discussing whether they need the ball or not. Apparently they do. I'm surprised that in an AIA playoff game, they don't have enough balls here to give away to the batters. Nonetheless, this game brought to you by Vinny's Pizza. Boy, we were at Vinny's earlier this week, or was it last week, for their give back? Oh, it was 1 week ago today. It was I think it was their give back day. Anyway, it was the employee give back, employee appreciation day, which was super cool. The best pizza, wings, and sandwiches for 4.5 decades, better part of 50 years in the Sierra Vista community on Frontage Road. Vinny's Pizza. Bases loaded, no outs. Ruiz at the plate. That is lined right to the shortstop, who gets the double play and gets the lead runner. 2 down. A huge play by Dawson Judd, followed by a heads-up play by Colton Deskins, working together to be in the right place at the right time. Lane James at the plates with runners on first and second now. And that ball slips past the catcher. Both runners will advance. But with 2 down, the play is at 1 for the infield. With James, if he punches it through, that will double the Devils' lead. Pops it up in the air to right. Right fielder racing in, makes the catch. Santa Cruz leaves 2 on. And Benson gets out of a jam with that huge double play at just the right time, but not before 2 come across the plate. Going into the bottom of the 5th, it will be Santa Cruz 2, Benson 0. Thank you so much to Sonic of Sierra Vista. Hey, Wednesday is Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are $2.49. Thursday, yesterday, was 99-cent corn dog day. But you'll always find the best food and a great deal at Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, serving Sierra Vista and Cochise County for residential and commercial plumbing projects for over 10 years, but with a lifetime of experience in the industry. Proud supporters of local sports programs and athletes. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young student athletes all season long, especially right here in the playoffs. If you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate expert, the Sherry Ethel team. Thank you to Eagle Plumbing, with that expert service in Cochise County for over 5 decades. Family entrusted for everything from leaks to major repairs. They're just one call away. Eagle Plumbing, proud supporters of local sports. Thank you to Copper Queen Community Hospital, with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, and in Sierra Vista. Well, Palominas, south of Sierra Vista. Palominas, Hereford. Make an appointment with one of their medical providers today. And thank you to La Sierra Grill Steakhouse in Hereford, now open for lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Go to La Sierra Grill Steakhouse.net, where flavor lives. In a game powered by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, it's Jeff Davenport on the call, Mark Wills on the camera. Doggo Lotto Dan back in the studio, giving you the replays, the graphics, all the fun of this game in air-conditioned environment, where we're out here in 102-degree weather. Thanks, Dan. We're at the Goodyear Baseball Complex in Goodyear, Arizona, the West Valley. A bunt shown. They're going to ask, did he go? Yes, he did. So Gage Trejo did go, according to the first base umpire.
Hey, hit the ball away. Hit it away.
Watches that ball go low. Evens a count, 1-1. As a strike. So 2-strike count. Oh. Had a baseball land right next to me. I wonder what field that came from. And the battle is short for Gage. Strikeout. He will head back to the dugout. It's 1 down.
Let's go, baby. Hey, last time.
Byron Judd at the bat for the Bobcats. 1 down, nobody on. Shows bunts. Maybe trying to do what Santa Cruz Valley did, getting a couple bunts on board and then getting a couple across in the top of the 5th. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Benson down 2-0. Showing bunt again, gets it down. First baseman comes all the way in. Second baseman was waiting for the throw at first. Picture perfect defense for a decent bunt. Not able to run it out, 2 down. That'll bring up catcher Jason Santo. As that gets across the plate, breaking pitch, strike 1 to Santo. There's a grounder to first, gets past the first baseman, fair ball. Santo will look for 2. He'll head in to second base, standing up and hold at second. A 2-out double for Santo. And Keon Montijo will come up to the bat next with a runner in scoring position.
Hurry, take those off. Take my helmet, just take my helmet. Two outs, let's go.
So pinch runner coming in. Vincent Ciccarello. So Vincent on second in place of Santo, who's going to come back in the dugout and get geared up in his catcher's gear. As Montijo waits for the pitch. Called strike at the knees, 0-1. Oh, beautiful fastball outside, and they're going to call that a strike. Wow. My goodness, from over here, that looked low and away, but the home plate umpire has a better view than I do. So 0-2 count with a runner on second. Swing and a miss. Benson leaves one aboard. The two-out double, all for naught, as they are still laying a goose egg at the moment. We'll head to the top of the sixth inning, and number 6 for Santa Cruz, Lane James in firm control of this game. His team leads 2-0. In a game powered by SSVEC, we are brought to you by the MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, Cochise County, Benson. If you're watching from Benson, Benson is backed by Morse as well. American Southwest Credit Union right there on Main Street in Benson. Locally owned. Your money stays local. Member NCUA, equal opportunity lender. TWN Communications. No data caps ever, delivering the highest speed, performance, reliability, internet, and digital phone service. Giving you that performance you deserve. Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. The Doggo Lotto Turf Box sponsors that we are happy to announce. Charlie has been adopted from the Nancy J. Brewer Animal Care Center. It had been a very long time. He has been in the shelter for over a year, and we're grateful that he found his forever home. And we're grateful for Prestige Remodeling and Restoration. Visit them at prestigesierravista.com. Boy, again, wish we had some AC out here. We need some Vista Pros, heating and cooling. Proud supporters of these local student athletes and the community we call home. Vista Pros, local, reliable, professional. Seniors helping seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves who show up ready to exceed expectations. Visit them at southern-arizona-shs.com. Check the post description for all of our sports sponsors. We're grateful for each and every one of them. Top of the sixth. First pitch, fastball swinging, missing. Adam Montijo, 0-1. Raleigh Evans still in this game. His team down 2-0. The Devils leading 2-0. Watches that one go high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss on a beautiful breaking pitch. One ball, 2 strikes. Raleigh from the stretch, nobody on. That ball goes high, evens the count, 2-2. Deep breath by Evans. Here's the pitch. And that is not a called strike 3. Even Santo is congratulating his pitcher, saying that was a gorgeous pitch. It is a full count. And that goes inside for ball 4. Or did he get hit by a pitch? I'm not sure. Either way, they're awarding him first base. It looked like he might have been grazed by that pitch. So, leadoff runner aboard. And number 22, who does not have a space on my Max Preps depth chart. Double deuce at the bat for the Devils. Runner on first. Shows bunt and lays it down perfectly. Can he run it out? No. Yes, he does. Wow, that was a bang, bang play at first base. And that looked really close. And that will mark the end of this game for Raleigh Evans. Dawson Judd will take the mound for the Bobcats. Raleigh had 4 scoreless innings and then got in a jam with the bases loaded and no outs, and 2 runs came in the top of the 5th. Well, thanks again to our sponsors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, aiming to build a community that surpasses RVs by giving back through local youth sports sponsorships, veteran support, and community fundraising events. Visit desertrvcenter.com. Thank you, Berean Academy in Sierra Vista, a proud supporter of all local sports. 2 of the 3 last Canyon Athletic Association state championship football trophies are in the case at Berean Academy, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Thank you to Stan Greer Millworks at stangreermillworks.com. You can pass on a legacy with Southeastern Arizona's premier supplier of custom doors and windows for over 40 years. Thank you to the Doggo Lotto. Fetch your lucky numbers. Actually, I'm sorry, your lucky number, because this Monday is a red alert Doggo Lotto. Fetch your lucky number at coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. This Monday, over $3,000 in cash and prizes will have been given away over the course of the last year to the Doggo Lotto crew. No outs. Runners on first and second. Salazar at the bat. Showing bunt, pulls back. So it's a double switch. Kellen Deskins went over to short. Raleigh is in center field. And Dawson Judd is on the mound. And that is low and away, ball 2. And Dawson Judd on the mound right now will be playing here in the Valley this fall. That's called strike. Dawson Judd committed to play for Paradise Valley Community College here in the Valley. Showing bunt again, lays the bunt down. That one goes to Judd, who throws to second, gets the lead runner, but runners are on the corners with 1 down. So Ibarra, the pinch runner, is on third base. And that will bring up Gabe Olveda, the second baseman, who bunted to get aboard in his last at-bat. We're in the top of the 6th. Back in the top of the 5th, it was still 0-0 until a bunch of bunts got a bunch of runners on board, and 2 came across to give Santa Cruz Valley that 2-0 lead. That pitch from Dawson Judd is high. And that's going to be a called strike. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. That sun is beating down in the eyes of the pitcher. It is a tough view with that sun right in the face. I believe that's 1 ball, 2 strikes again. I'm sorry, 2 balls, 1 strike. St. David is now down 4-0 in the 6th as an update. Thank you, Dan. Popped up and out of play. So still a 2-strike count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. That strikeout powered by SSVEC, serving our community. Daniel Lopez. A hit will make it 3-0. And he watches that beautiful fastball for a strike. That'll be high, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Low, 2-1, with 2 on, 2 out. And that's going to be a called strike 2. So deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on in a 2-0 game. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Dawson Judd pitches his team out of a jam. Santa Cruz leaves 2 on, but it stays 2-0. We head to the bottom of the 6th. And it looks like James coming back out to the mound. They're going to keep him in there. Doing a fantastic job of pitching for the Dust Devils. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, where you'll always find quality from the ground up. Aloe Fiber at aloefiber.com. Learn more about becoming a fiber fan, now available in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sierra Toyota on the Feel Good block on Fry Boulevard. They want to buy your car, truck, or SUV. Get your vehicle appraised in 30 minutes or less. No vehicle will be turned away. Locally owned, community-driven, Sierra Toyota. Thanks to Vinny's Pizza, serving the best pizza, wings, and sandwiches for nearly 50 years on Frontage Road in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Sonic on East Fry Boulevard in Sierra Vista for a tasty treat after the game, or while watching this game, head over to Sonic on East Fry Boulevard. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, a lifetime of experience in the industry, but supporting Cochise County for the last 10+ years. The Sherry Ethel team, if you're looking to buy or sell your home or land, make your first call to your real estate experts at the Sherry Ethel team. Her number is in the post description. Thank you to Bobby Balsinger and the Balsinger family. You can flush like an eagle with the help of Eagle Plumbing, serving Cochise County. See the post description for all of our amazing sports sponsors. Just keep an eye on the ticker as Dan the Man, Doggo Lotto Dan, has all of our sponsors flashing up on the screen, including our presenting sponsor, SSVEC. Colton Deskins leading off here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. Wow, the bottom just fell out of that. And a called strike 3. Questioning the call as he comes into the dugout. Kellen Deskins up to the plate now with 1 out. And James just a bit outside on that throw. And comes back with a breaking pitch that doesn't break enough. 2-0 to Kellen Deskins. Watches that for a called strike.
Hey, now you ready? Come on, kid.
2-1. And watches that one in for a strike as well. Boy, you can see the windup from the umpire starting almost as that pitch landed. 2-strike count. Swing and a miss. They throw around the horn, 2 up, 2 down, both via strikeout. Lane James is finding the sweet spot. But if there's one person who can get him a little bit uncomfortable in that spot, it is big number 9, Dawson Judd. Came in relief to get his team out of that jam in the top of the 6th. Now, with 2 outs and a 1-0 count, now a 2-0 count.
Hey, look at that header. Come on, kid.
Looks to try to get aboard, start a rally. That pitch is a fastball. Man, that heater was coming in hot, and it was high, 3-0. Called strike, 3-1.
Hey, header.
Fouled away, hanging in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, 2 strike front.
I'm sorry, 3-2, full count. Swings at the high hit, and the third baseman can't make the catch. Got lost in the sun, overran it. Remember, the next game that we will be showing you tonight, in addition to the Bisbee game going on right now, is the Wilcox game. That will start at 6:30. And that is lined into left field, over the head of the left fielder. It'll go all the way to the wall. Dawson Judd heads into second and will race to third. Standing up at third. A heads-up play by Dawson Judd with 2 down. Easton Adams, with 2 outs, comes into the batter's box. And he's got to run just 90 feet away. They are not even holding Dawson on third. Dawson could probably go halfway down to home plate. And that is popped in the air, foul on the first base side. That fastball is just blazing off the arm of Lane James. And that's called low. Oh, thank goodness for that breeze. Breeze feels nice at the moment. A grounder bouncing to short. The long toss goes high. Benson gets their first run of the game. On the throwing error by the shortstop, Dawson Judd scores. It is now 2-1. The tying run is on first base. Raleigh Evans is at the plate. And now the Dust Devils will call time. Here in the bottom of the 6th, is this the chance that Benson has been waiting all game long for? We'll find out momentarily in a game brought to you by Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. with locations in Bisbee, in Douglas, in Hereford, Palominas. Make an appointment with one of their medical providers today. Thank you to La Sierra Grill, now open for lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday. That means tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday. Stop by 11 to 3 for their amazing lunch specials out in Hereford. Thank you, too. The MORSE Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, and all of Cochise County, backed by MORSE. American Southwest Credit Union there on 4th Street in Benson. And TWN Communications, delivering that high-speed, affordable, and reliable internet and digital phone. Maybe you're looking for a better deal on your wireless. Check out TWN Communications if you're watching us on your mobile device. Called strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Runner on first. A 2-1 game. The tying run stands on first base. The go-ahead run at the plate. That pitch goes inside, breaks inside, a little too far inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That gets past the catcher. The tying run now stands on second for the Bobcats.
Let's go, Matthew. Let's go. Go, go, go. Hey, let's go.
A base hit by Raleigh Evans, who started this game on the mound, could tie this game. Fouls it to the backstop. Swinging out ahead of it, the breaking pitch gets Raleigh swinging. Benson will leave one on, but not before Dawson Judd crosses home plate. After getting the double, turning it into a triple, he will head back out to the mound in a 2-1 ball game. Powered by SSVEC, it is the award-winning Cool FM Sports. It's Jeff Davenport on the call. Mark Wills behind the camera. Doggo Lotto Dan back in the studio giving you replays, the graphics, and all of the other information that I've been getting across this game, including last we checked, Benson was down 4-0 in the 6th. But that was almost 15 minutes ago. Wondering how that game's going. Dan can send me a text. What's the score of the Bisbee game, Dan? If you could let me know that, that'd be great. But we are here in the top of the 7th in a game brought to you by Prestige Remodeling and Restoration at prestigesierravista.com for all your remodeling needs. Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. Boy, it is definitely warm out here today. Still sitting at, oh no, it's dropped down to 100 degrees. It was 102 degrees. I'm sorry. Mark, get my sweater. It's 100 degrees now instead of 102. But we do need Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. Local, reliable, professional. Seniors helping seniors, where the caregivers are seniors themselves, who show up ready to exceed expectations. Southern Arizona, SHS.com. Desert RV in Huachuca City at desertrvcenter.com. Berean Academy in Sierra Vista, where skill, strategy, and determination take center stage. Stan Greer Millworks at stangriermillworks.com.
Let's go, Dawson, let's go.
Benson will need a 1-2-3 inning. It's called strike. Swing. Missing. 0-2. We know the arm that Dawson has from the mound. He's got a heater himself, and that is high. I believe that's Richard Reyes at the plate, number 1. Gets a piece of it, fouls it away, heads up, heads up, heads up. Oh, good, that did hit ground and not a person. There's so many people over there. It's crazy. And the breaking pitch is low. Thought they'd get him swinging. And he gets a piece of it, sending it into right center field. That's going to land in for an extra base hit. Richard Reyes will have a stand-up double to lead off the top of the 7th. And he is pumped at second base. Number 8, Zeke Lopez. Santa Cruz Valley looks to add a couple of insurance runs, or at least one insurance run, to their 2-1 lead. Zeke watches strike 1 go by in the form of a breaking pitch. And it is strike 2 on the foul ball to the third base side, right in front of the Benson dugout. Runner on second, no outs. And that is a high fly ball to center field. Center fielder makes the adjustment, Robbie Evans does. And they're going to tag the runner. And he just makes it in. Good hustle by Richard Reyes to get in. And on the sacrifice fly, the third potential run for the Dust Devils stands on third base with only 1 out. As number 5, Nathan Ruiz comes over to his head coach to talk about this at-bat. All they're doing is just letting the sun soak in that much more into this defense that spent a lot of time out there in the field in that 5th inning. And here we are in the top of the 7th. Wondering if Ruiz is going to bunt, but he looks like he is. Tries to get it out. Not able to make the sacrifice. The sacrifice squeeze. And Reyes stays in the pickle. Running back and forth. And now he's going to score. He gets hit in the back of the leg. And he comes in. It's 3-1. Even in a pickle, in between third and home, the Dust Devils swirling back and forth. Reyes makes it 3-1. Bisbee is down 3-0 in the 6th inning. St. David down 4-1 in the 7th. We are in the top of the 7th. And you just saw the third run come across the plate for Santa Cruz Valley. The Dust Devils with 1 out, nobody on. Nathan Ruiz with the bases empty, can hit away, swing away. He missed that sacrifice bunt. And it ended up working out for the best.
Let's go, Doss. You're good. Let's go.
So now they'll let him swing away, and now it's 0-2, or a 2-strike count. Breaking pitch, goes fair. Oh, no, he said foul. He was pointing the fairway, but it was a foul ball. Laser beam down the third base line. Mark, you could hear the seams of the baseball hitting the wind. It was that. Would you like to hear that again? That's what it sounded like. As it blasted past us here on the third base side. At the knees, ball. Pops it straight up into the air, a mile high, fading out of play. Ends up bouncing off the bleachers by Santa Cruz Valley fans. So still a 2-strike count to Ruiz with 1 down. A 3-1 game. Swing and a miss. That fastball had smoke coming off of the tail of that. So, some sad news to report. St. David has lost officially 4-2. Their season is over. Thank you, Dan, for the update. The pitcher, James, at the plate. Lane James, listed as a freshman. This kid is going to be something special. Well, he already is, but he keeps honing that ability on the mound. He will be a hot prospect coming out of Santa Cruz Valley. Much like the young man on the mound playing here in the Valley this fall. Super excited to announce Dawson Judd committed to play for Paradise Valley Community College here in Phoenix, the greater Phoenix area. That wind has died down. It is just a still, oh my goodness. He dove out of the way of a breaking ball. That thing had so much break on it, was nowhere near hitting him. It shows that Dawson is not just a fastball pitcher. But he goes back to the fastball as James fouls that away. As the ball was thrown back to Dawson and right in the sun, he wasn't able to see it, ducked out of the way. Swinging into right, caught. And that retires the side. So that was the girls softball team losing 4-2. So the boys will play tomorrow, but the girls softball season ends in round 3. We got to see them twice at home. What a special season they have had. Unfortunately, their season comes to an end. But we'll see what the St. David boys are able to do tomorrow. But it all comes down to the bottom of the 7th. For Benson, they're going to be down 3-1 as number 1, Richard Reyes, comes onto the mound to close out the game for the Dust Devils. What will the Benson Bobcats say in response? This game brought to you by the Doggo Lotto, the world's #1 shelter dog game show emanating from Cool FM live each and every Monday, 6 p.m. Arizona time. Fetch your lucky number. It is not lucky numbers this week because this Monday is a red alert day. There will be as many as 9 different winners of the prizes, the cash and prizes waiting to go to those lucky folks. Fetch your lucky number, coolfmonline.com/Doggo Lotto. Thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, Aloe Fiber, Sierra Toyota, Vinny's Pizza, Sonic on East Fry Boulevard, both in Sierra Vista. Thank you to Duran Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Eagle Plumbing, Copper Queen Community Hospital, with locations across Cochise County, La Sierra Grill, MORSE Automotive Group, American Southwest Credit Union, TWN Communications, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, Seniors Helping Seniors, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Berean Academy, Stan Greer Millworks, Vista Pros Heating and Cooling. Could really use some of that cooling right now. Oh, Mark, it's 99 degrees now. In a game powered by SSVEC, we're in the bottom of the 7th. Santa Cruz, 3 outs away from advancing to the 2nd round. Reyes on the mound. And Gage Trejo, the sophomore, stepping into the batter's box to lead off this bottom of the 7th. That ball goes low. 1-0. And that's going to be a called strike. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike to Trejo. Reyes coming in relief of James. James now standing on third base. And that was low, 2-1. And that goes over the head of Trejo. I think that's 3 balls, 1 strike to Gage. And he is aboard. Ball 4 to number 4. The tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. Activate the live chat. Byron Judd at the bat represents the tying run. Fouls that one away. So 1 strike counts. From the stretch, runner on first, being held on, and that'll be a strike on the breaking pitch. So a 2 strike counts to Judd. The battle chants coming from the Bobcat dugout. They don't want to go down without a battle here in the bottom of the 7th. Grounder to short. Bobbled. 2 on. The tying run is first base. The go-ahead run in the form of Jason Santo at home plate. The last time Jason Santo was at bat, we saw him get a double. If he is to do that again, we will be looking at a tie game in the bottom of the 7th. Called strike. Breaking pitch doesn't break, stays high. Two on, 1 out, 1-3 at the plate. Swings, gets into right field. They'll hold the runner. The bases are loaded with 1 out. The go-ahead the game-winning run is on first base. Activate the live chat. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Benson is down by 2. The bases are loaded with 1 out. And that'll be a called strike to Keon Montijo. Fastball, strike 2. The tying run on second. The winning run on first. Watches that go low. Called ball. Good eye by Keon. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded. Watches that go outside. Could we see a run walked in? Grounder to third. Run will score. Force out at first. The tying run is at third base. The game-winning run for Benson stands on second with 2 outs. And number 11 is it's number 21, excuse me, Colton Deskins is at the plate. A base hit could win this game and send Benson to round 2. Low, ball 1. So the fielder's choice pushed the runners ahead. The tying run on third. The game winner in the form of Santo on second. That pitch goes high. 2-0 count. And that is a called strike at the waist. Two balls, 1 strike to number 2-1. Colton Deskins. Watches that go low. 3 balls, 1 strike. The momentum, is it shifting toward Benson with 2 outs? Lined into center. It's going to go over the head. Benson will head to round 2. Colton Deskins will head all the way in on an inside the park home run that doesn't even matter. The game-winning RBI off the bat of Colton Deskins. Dramatic fashion here in round 1 of the 2A state tournament. What a way to kick it off. Benson wins 4-3 off of the game-winning RBI inside the park home run by Colton Deskins in a game presented by SSVEC, brought to you by La Sierra Grill, Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County, Eagle Plumbing, the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, Duran Plumbing, Sonic of Sierra Vista, Vinny's Pizza of Sierra Vista, Sierra Toyota, Aloe Fiber, Grasshopper Landscaping, the Doggo Lotto, Stan Greer Millworks, Berean Academy, Desert RV in Huachuca City, Seniors Helping Seniors, Vista Pros, Heating and Cooling, Prestige Remodeling and Restoration, TWN Communications, American Southwest Credit Union, the MORSE Automotive Group, and again presented by SSVEC. Benson pulls off the huge upset in the bottom of the 7th. An incredible come from behind win. We'll see if we can get a chat with Colton. Colton! Colton, let's talk to you, buddy. Looking at that pitch, what did you see?
I saw a pitch. It was a strike.
You saw a pitch, it was a strike, and you just took it and drove it.
Yes, sir.
And how did it feel knowing that you would have had an inside the park home run after that?
Happy that we're
Yeah.
going to the next round.
That's right. Well, congratulations, the Bobcats here. Congratulations, guys, as they start to do their sprints and get running. Let's keep an eye on the team. Turn around, look at them as they come in. Dramatic fashion, dramatic win. Yep, absolutely. We'll come over here as they have a final word with their team. Benson ends up winning 4-3. The never say die attitude of the Bobcats comes through, and they are through to round number 2. Thank you so much for watching this live episode of the award-winning Cool FM Sports. I'm Jeff Davenport, Mark Wills behind the camera, Dan the man. Doggo Lotto Dan in the studio, thank you so much. Stay tuned, because in about 37 minutes, we will be ready to go for game 2 of our doubleheader as we get to see how Wilcox will do in their game. Stay tuned right here to Cool FM Live, and we will see you then. Congratulations to the Benson Bobcats as they come back into the dugout and head to round number 2.